Premium gaming mouse. It's a personal favorite. And now Corsair enters the fray with the very nice M75A. Good afternoon, welcome to Turbo Tortoise Tech. If you're new here, I'm recently 4-piece variety of Wooks Triple XL, and we have the M75 Air on deck. I did a live unboxing on stream yesterday, so that's there on YouTube if you want to check it out. But obviously, we're going to go through everything in this review. And after using it for basically the last 24 hours, I found that the performance is exceptional. There is one thing that I would love for them to add to this. There's only one function, well, actually there's two. As you'll see as we go through the review. And does that automatically make it an 8 out of 10? No, I'd still put it as a 9 out of 10 because everything else that they've done has been executed exceptionally well. And it's nice to see Corsair making a comeback to the field of peripherals in the way that they have been doing, because their slipstream technology is just a little bit of a cut above the rest. Anywho, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's go through what's in the box. So you obviously get a mouse, you get a very nice strong braided cable, not an easy flex unfortunately, but you're not going to be using it to charge the mouse very often, so it's a bit comme ci comme ça. You've got your slipstream wireless, you've obviously got your safety info, and a nice little sticker as well. So you've got a nice complete sort of package over there from Corsair. The only thing you might notice is there's no connecting block, which is like a default these days that I find with a lot of the premium wireless mice, that this one just doesn't have, which is kind of weird that they didn't include it over there. And with the close-up there of the slipstream dongle and the braided cable, you're going to notice that it's got nice yellow accents on everything. And I love that when a brand carries through their identity even into the product. Having a look at the mouse, starting around the front, you're going to notice that they have the flat open type button kind of design with a very nice scroll. The scroll is very, very good on this, rubberized, and it's got a good feel to it. You can feel every single click in it absolutely perfectly. Along the left hand side, 2 thumb buttons, perfectly positioned as well, I've got to say. This is quite a long boy though. You might be noticing from that side profile, it's a lot longer than my daily driver, and I would say that this is definitely for people with a longer and actually a skinnier hand. As we look around from the back end, you're going to notice that it's quite narrow, the mouse. So it's not really been made with being a fat boy wide-handed type of vibe. If we look at it from the top, you're going to notice that there is a tiny little light, an LED like in the middle over there, and that's for your indicator light, so you can see if it's in Bluetooth or 2.4 gigahertz mode. And from the top profile, you can really clearly see those individual buttons, so it's not a unibody design. So the idea being that you can claw right back up on this if you have a claw grip type of design. But this is more of an ambidextrous palming type of setup with that length that's implied over there. And as I say, it is going to be for a little bit of a longer hand. I've got a 20 centimeter from this middle finger to the base of my palm over there. So yeah, it's definitely going to be, I think, for people that like palming and for longer hands, but it is very comfortable, if not a little bit narrow. As I say, for me, I do have quite a broad palm as well, but yeah, it's still fine. It still was very comfortable. I didn't get any carpal tunnel vibes, which is a big plus. And if we look at the bottom, the coverage from the feet is very, very good along the top and around the bottom over there, as well as the sensor hole has been covered, so it's not going to catch over there. And you'll notice as well the power button that's sitting over there. It's just a uni type button, so it switches between 2.4 and Bluetooth, and that's why you need that little LED on the top. And I'm surprised they put it on the top and not the bottom. There was obviously a design problem with doing that, which is why they decided to do it that way around. M75 Air on the bottom left front over there as well. And you've got a Type-C input, which has got a huge opening over there, so you'll be able to use any Type-C cable, which is a big plus with this. Now we've covered most of the mouse. You may have noticed that there's no DPI switch. It doesn't have one inherently built in. You've got 2 profiles, a software, well, you can have multiple profiles in the software, and a hardware device type of profile where you can save your DPI and such to it. But you then can't switch it unless you reprogram one of the buttons. I haven't seen another way to do it. I've tried all kinds of combinations to try and get it to do its thing by itself kind of thing, but it doesn't really have that functionality, which is a little bit weird because in general, you're going to want to be able to switch DPI on the fly if you're, for instance, playing a different game and you don't really want to go into the settings to change the sensitivity. Then it would be nice to just be able to up your sensitivity on the mouse. That and the connecting block are the only things that I would say are missing from this experience. But the performance of the product can't be denied. The buttons do feel a little bit weird. I'll give you a quick audio test. They're their own optical switches from Corsair, and they do feel, like I say, a little bit hollow and not quite as crisp as you would find with some of the others, but the bounce back is very good. You can click it real quick fast, so we like that. The middle mouse button, as I say, and the scroll is very nicely executed on this. It feels really good. Same for the side buttons, except that these, I think, are just more of an Omron type of setup because considerably crisper than these two. The sensor performance is exceptional, however, and so is the wireless, because with the slipstream, you can do 2000 hertz polling rate, which is really, really nice. And I played 4 hours on stream yesterday, so that is available if you want to see a full demo of it. And I got a hand cam, so you can see me actually doing the inputs over there. I love that kind of setup. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, the performance of this, and especially when I'm playing BattleBit, which is my current favorite, just run and shoot, you know, idiot fun kind of game, and it's just good. It's just good. There wasn't a single area where I felt that the tracking was lacking. I was able to beam a bunch of gentlemen while shouting at them like a Douglas Stung fighter. Send me location, I will smash your boy. So all around, we do like it. I would like to see them update, however, the connecting block and then a DPI switch or some combination of buttons that I could use, maybe hold in the thumb button and scroll or something like that, or hold in thumb button, right click, left click to up DPI. Just give me some sort of way that I can do DPI more like on the fly. There is a sniper mode. I still don't know how to activate it. There isn't a single manual or anything that can tell me how to do that quickly and easily, which is maybe a little bit of a mistake there on. But the price point at about 2,200 Rand, which is what you're going to see on the Evetech store, is very competitive and very in line with the rest of the market. And if you've got other slipstream stuff like a headset and a keyboard, then you only have one dongle that you can connect all of those devices to and then keep that super high polling rate, which is a really nice touch from Corsair. Battery life on this as well, it hasn't gone off 100% yet. The battery meter doesn't show in percentages, which is also something I'd love to see change. It just shows like a high, medium, and a low. And I still haven't got it to go into medium after like over 15 hours worth of solid hardcore usage. Played Dota on it last night. I just basically used it for the last like 24 hours and 8 of those I was sleeping. So the other 16 that I was awake, that I was using this and it still hasn't gone there, you can assume that the 100 hours worth of battery life claim is going to be quite accurate. And they say 75 minutes worth of charge. So probably 15 minutes on cable if it does run out of battery. And then you're back to playing on the beautiful Slipstream wireless. So all in all, we give it a pretty solid, just couple little tweaks, Corsair, and we're there. Anywho, this is all I've got for you on the M75 Air. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit us up with a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side.